just today doing things, sorting things out. You might have seen the posts on the Facebook wall and Facebook page and things, and spread it around a few other Facebook pages as well. That we're going to be meeting up tomorrow for the demonstration, the FLA demonstration, march, protest, expression of our unhappiness with the current establishment. So I've took it upon myself to try to forward things, to try to make things go further, and try to pick up a bit of the slack for other team members, and really start pushing things. And so I've got some stationery, I've got some permanent markers and stuff. We're not going to go graffitiing about the place, don't be silly. We're going to make some placards. So I rang the pub up, got in touch with the pub, said, whatever you do, save all your cardboard boxes. We're going to need those cardboard boxes. Anything that's bigger than A4, we're going to want it. Let's get those cardboard boxes. Then, because the cardboard boxes, they're either going to be brown or they're going to have writing on them. So I bought some Pritt sticks or some glue sticks. I'm going to take some paper. We're going to back them so they're all nice and white. And then we can write on them. We can write what we want on them. And I've done one myself. I'm going to show you all in a minute as well. Yeah. I want to do one. Do you know my friend Q? Or where we go one, we go all. Q. Because people need to start waking up to the Q. And like we said, this is a Friday special. It's about waking other people up. So on our demonstrations, when we go to meet up with other people, a simple sign with a simple message that's easy to read, easy to see, is going to open up conversation. First things first, it's going to open up conversation. It's going to have people asking you questions. Hey, you're going to have the answers to the questions, but you can learn. There'll be people around you that will be able to back you up with some of the answers as well, which is great. So, I'm going to take some bamboo sticks as well, so we can put them on sticks. But the bamboo sticks, so they're not like broom handles or pickaxe handles, so they can't be classed or deemed as weapons, because we know that the police are going to be frigging brown-nosing the brown-nosed people. We know that the police aren't going to be... Well, we can predict that the police aren't going to be neutral in this event. We've seen before that they've been great. They've been on our side. They've been, really well, really good manners, really good to the people, really protective. Other times, we've seen them bullying. We've seen them unleashing Antifa on people. We've seen them misbehaving, kettling us. I think one of the marches, was it last year or the year before? They kettled us underneath a bridge with no facilities, no nothing, under a bridge. There were people having to pee in the streets because of the police kettling us into there. Despicable, poor play by the police. So we have to be aware of this. We have to be prepared for the police either being on our side, neutral, or on their side. It's going to go one of either way. Some might be in the middle of it, but we're not to take anything out upon the police. It's their job. They've got a job. They've got a mortgage to pay and a life to live, and they've got to follow orders. It's the people that are giving them the orders we need to start educating. So, without further ado, I've made a start on it. It's not finished yet, but I'm proper proud of my work of art. Can you see it all? Can you all see it? Can we see it? Or is the camera shit? The Constitution is the solution. That will be on display tomorrow, because I think a lot of the people in the FLA might already know. They might already know that the Constitution is the solution to all of our problems. It gives us the right to sort everything out. And we have to use it. It has to be used, and it has to be done, and it has to be promoted. And we have to freaking tell everybody that our Constitution is the greatest, most important document in British history. So, we've got that. I'm going to have, on the other side of that, I've not done it yet because I've only just bought my pens and stuff and papers today. Yeah, I bought proper cardboard and everything. Yeah, I'm going to have common law. Just simply common law. So it's going to invite people to come over to ask me about common law, what it means, what my sign represents, and this, that, and the other. Boom. Common law. I can start to teach them about common law and the right law of this land. Not statute law, not legislation, proper common law. Yeah. So it's part of the Great Awakening. It's part of the Great Awakening. It's part of the Great Awakening. We all have to start sharing our information, sharing our knowledge, getting out and about, talking to people. And these demonstrations are a great way to help focus people. Because there's going to be people there at the demonstration that aren't going to know of the Constitution. They don't know of Magna Carta. They don't know of the Bill of Rights. They've not been taught it. We know why they've not been taught it, but we can say that, sadly, it's not been taught to people nowadays. So we have to teach them. We have to educate. We have to educate each other as best we can. Because knowledge is power. They have all the power and a lot of the knowledge as well. We need to start getting that knowledge back from them. We need to start spreading our knowledge, talking to each other, and really, I've seen that in Liverpool they are actually going to start doing lessons and like a little college study course on common law, on our rights, on the birth certificate, on all the necessary information we need to screw the system over, to say goodbye to the system. We don't want your tyrannous system anymore. It's the best way. And through our knowledge, we will get our freedom. I like that. With knowledge comes freedom. Nice one. Right. So yeah, it's going to be I think it's going to be a bit of a quick episode this evening. I'm not so sure about everything and what's going on, and I've been out buying crayons and drawing signs. I'm not particularly good at drawing and art and stuff like that. It's not my forte, not my strongest suit. But writing something down is a darn sight easier than saying it 1,000 times or trying to remember it, because my memory's not too good either. Right, so I hope and I pray and I advise you all to, get some pens, get some felt tips, get some cardboard, make a little sign that you can take to these demonstrations, because there's going to be more demonstrations. There's going to be a lot of them up and down the country every blinking weekend by the looks of things. You're going to be spending a fortune if you had to go to them all, but you can go to one or two and really start to spread the word, because you might not be a fan of the White Pendragon movement. You might not be a big fan of, its leaders. You might not be a big fan of its message or how it's doing things, but you have to be a big fan of our Constitution. If you read the Constitution, read what it gives us and read the history behind it, what it has done for us, and all of it. If you read that, you'll just go, well, yeah, I want that. That's good. Common law? Yeah, that's good. That's the right way to run a country. That's the right way to have a legal system. Not a Crown Prosecution Service. What? Not a corporate court. What? A proper people's court for the people, by the people, judged by a judge, but found guilty by the people. Found proven innocent or guilty by a jury of 12 peers. No legal system has ever been created that is better than that. It is Britain, and we're proud of it. We're British. We're proud of our heritage. The way we changed the world was through common law. Well, it was one of the facets of it, but it was one of the major parts of our changing of the world was common law. Common law in the Commonwealth. Not common fucking purpose. So, there's... Yeah, well, I'm going off on little tangents here, there, and everywhere at the moment. That's why I've had an energy drink. I know I shouldn't, and it's bad for you, and it's full of sugar, it's full of caffeine, it's full of bad crap that's bad for you. But it turns, yeah, I go out like the feeling. It's quite fun. It makes everything a bit more funny, and I have a laugh at things instead of being mopey and annoyed at everything. I can be a laugh and laugh at things, which is, a great way to do things. It's a great way to want to be, is to be able to have fun and laugh and cheer and joy. And if a little magic potion can help you with that, a little magic potion can help you with that. Some people find a few beverages, a few beers is their key to unleashing themselves, to letting themselves loose, letting their hair down and having a good time, laughing at things and making fun. That's what I like. I like a bit of beer every now and again. It's good fun. But hey, back to the point. Back to the point of the reason for the show, the Friday special, every Friday. Well, maybe not next Friday. Maybe next Friday we might have a special guest with 5G and chemtrailing and the kill switch. So they've done some serious in-depth research, spoke to a person called Mark Steele, who's very, very well informed about 5G. So they'll be referring those notes and those informations back onto us, and I'll happily give them a platform. Any other experts out there have some expertise in any field, be it the NHS, be it the military, be it local councils or Downing Street or Parliament, any expertise in any field, welcome. Get in touch with me. Get in touch with the show. Write a message to the page. There's people out there that have been messaging the page. Thank you very much to the people out there that have been messaging the page. Message received, loud and clear. Thank you all very much. So message me. Get in touch. We can get more experts on the show. We can get more expertise in different fields. I want to go to the fracking site that's down Preston New Road. Get some of the opinions from those people and talk to them. Because, well, we heard it on the Daily Chaos a bit earlier. Fracking is real bad, and I want to get their opinions on it. And I want to, I'd like to speak to that to what's his face? What's his name? I know his face. I can't remember his name. Ian R. Crane. He's the fracking master, fracking expert. That guy. He knows, and he's done his research, and he knows the financial calamity that's coming. It's been slapped upon. What was it? Third Energy, financial calamity. Hopefully, this quadrilla bastards can get a frigging financial injunction put on them as well, because I don't want no frack. They can frack off. Fracking, leave us alone. Frack's not for the future. Yeah. So. More plans, more shows, more information out there. I'm turning into a right little journalist, me. Hey! But yeah, we've got to get out there. We've got to get little shows like this. We've got to get more people talking. I'd love this to be shared around thousands and thousands of people. I might not, because I don't particularly want to be famous. I won't be famous. It would be infamous. It would be Tommy Robinson style infamy. They will have it in for me. Yeah. So that's why I wear the glasses. That's why I wear the hat. Yeah, a bit of notoriety, a bit of infamy, and the estate, the establishment will have it in for me. The Muslims will have it in for me. They already do, but what can I do? What can I do? So if anybody's got any questions or anything they'd like to throw at me, pop them down in the comments. If anybody would like to join in on Facebook, put the little thingy-majigger and I can bring you in. You know, we had a bit more of an open mic yesterday as well. A bit more open mic. It wasn't the best and focused of shows, but it was a change, something new, something different. You know, you've got to try new things to find out what suits you best. Trial and error. It's how we learn. Best way, through trial and error. You know, especially with our movements. With the movements, we've been going trial, error, trial, error, trial, error. And more and more and more and more and more we do it, the more expertise we're going to get, the better we're going to get at doing it. You know, when the Pendragons went and citizens arrested Sadiq Khan, yes, they could have done it better. Whoop-de-doo. That's 2020 frigging hindsight vision, you know. But to get out there and chuffing do it, get out there, do it, and get it done, yeah, they went, they did, they came, they saw, they conquered. We now know there's a better way of doing it. So next time when they do it, they will use the better way of doing it. So that, and same's happened with a lot of the free man of the land and the common law courts. We've had to use trial and error. Sadly, some people have lost a lot, and I mean a lot, bankruptcy, mortgages, everything, things like that, through the trial and error of trying to get the common law courts and common law jurisdiction and common law goodness for us all. I went on to commonlawcourts.com last night. I had only a quick little read, and I was like, I need to read more. I need to study more on this. But I'm one of those, I don't particularly learn much from reading. I learn from experience, and I learn from somebody telling me. If you tell me about it, and I understand it, boom, it's locked in place. Locked in place, I now know. I now understand, and I can now take it further and start to question it myself and ask why. Or, well, what would happen if I do this? Or what would happen if I did that? That's how, that's one of the tricks of learning is to find out the best way you learn. Same with teaching. If you can teach, because we're looking to teach people, we have to teach people. We have to spread the knowledge, and to spread knowledge is to teach. So to teach people, you have to find your best way of teaching. How can you teach people? What's your skills? What's your strength? Is it making visual presentations? Is it talking to people? Is it writing things down to give them a worksheet? Is it coming up with question and answer sessions? What's your best way of teaching? Then you've got to find your students that are best suited to your way of teaching. Bish, bash, bosh. Things fall into place and people learn. And boom. Great stuff. And a lot of the world revolves around teaching and the spreading of knowledge. The more knowledge, look what happened in the Dark Ages. Knowledge was squashed, crushed under the freaking burden of religion. And the world went. And it was called the Dark Ages for a reason. Then we had the Renaissance, the Enlightening. Sadly, the Illuminati was born, and the Masons were born out of this. And secret societies were born from this. But there were secret societies before, and yeah. The spread of knowledge was great. However, there is still secret hidden knowledge. I would like to see the Hive Mind musical. That's a good one. Yeah, we could have one of the songs would be "It's Hard to Be a Jew in Blackburn." Because it would not like to walk around this town with a yarmulke, especially this time of year on a Friday afternoon, walking around there with a yarmulke. Death wish. Christ, you should have seen all the pajama people, loads of pajama people walking around town today. It was just, I laugh that they believe that crappy lie. The really shite lie. And the really shite lie that a warmongering paedophile rapist is a prophet of God. Come on. Don't get me staring on Islam. Don't like that one. But yeah. So, the Hive Mind musical. Best musical ever. My opinion, the best musical ever made was South Park. The South Park musical. Bloody brilliant. Brilliant. Every song is just a brilliant song. But yeah. Loved it. Right. So, yeah, it's a bit old now, but yeah. Like 1999 or 2000 or something like that. Showing my age there, really. Right. So back to the subject. See, I'm going to keep doing this. Back to the subject. Back to the subject. Back to the subject. The subject of a Friday is what we're going to do over the weekend to help raise awareness, help talk to people, help articulate our points to a point where they cannot be argued. If you can... I know the lefties don't believe in facts. They don't believe in facts and logic. No, they believe in emotion and feelings and like that. But that's the strength of our argument. Our argument is always based on facts, evidence, statistics, proof. And their crappy arguments are on conjectures and misnomers and feelings. So we've got to find a way to counterbalance that and to counteract that. And I think one of the best ways that we can do it is, well, how would you feel? How would you feel if your brother was run over on purpose by a person who was doing it on purpose? And then the Crown Prosecution Service covered it up, and the police covered it up. How would you feel? Yeah, exactly. Ball player for Aki Stanley. Yeah. So that's a way to start to debate the left. Our best weapons are our questions, the way we question them, because we're not insulting, we're not getting offensive, we're asking them questions. So what's your opinion on this? How would you feel about that? What do you think of this? And you're pushing them into a response. You can lead that response with a well-directed question, but 9 times out of 10, if you ask them the question, they'll run away. And how many times are we going to get them on camera, on film, when you ask them a simple, basic question, do you think Islam is misogynistic? I'm not answering that question. Stop filming me. Stop filming me. That sort of crap. So we're going to have some fun. I'll have some fun questioning the lefties tomorrow. Because I think that's what I'm going to do. I think that's part of my little adventure tomorrow, is to question lefties. Question the Antifa freaks. And, calm everything down. Calm. Now let me ask you some questions. Let me ask you a few questions, little people. Let's see if we can expand your mind. Let's see if we can get your false opinion, your opinion on some matters, some things that we need to talk about. Let's see where you're basing that information. Or, yeah, what the information is you're basing your opinion on and where it came from. I want to question my bet Soros as well. That's going to be fun. That's going to be real fun. So you're Antifa, yes, and you're funded by a Nazi. Oh, it's going to be quite fun. Hi, Thomas. If you want to join in, you can join in. We'll see if we can get you on the show. I know you're struggling a bit with Discord, but you can do the Facebooky thing. You can do the Facebooky thing and poke the Facebooky thing. We'll see if we can get you on the screen as well on the Facebooky goodness. Right. We'd love to see the answers to that. I would. And I'm sure that a lot of the people out there on the interwebs want to see the answers too. I know that the guys from the Reality Report, Vinny, good guy. Alexander, good guy. They've been out questioning lefties, and they've been out pushing the lefties to the point of the breaking. So many fun things to have there, and that because they've been playing with the southern Antifas. Southern Antifas. I want to see what the northern Antifas are like, because there is definitely a difference between the north and the south in this country, and I know that Manchester's it's got a university, so it's got Antifas. It's that simple. If the place has got a uni, it's got Antifa freaks. So, next thing. So we want to go out, we want to question the left, we want to question the Antifas. I want to try to ask a few questions of the police as well. Now, I'm going to be recording it. I'm not so sure. I might just try live streaming a couple of times, but I think I'm definitely just going to film it, record it. Then when I get home, back on my proper Wi-Fi, I'll upload it to the internet then. I think that's going to be, it's going to be better quality of video. Not so sure about sound quality. If it's windy tomorrow, might be a bit tricky. I don't have a microphone or anything like that, so not 100% sure of how that's going to work. I might do it with my headset on and my little microphone here so you can hear me talk, but maybe not others as well. Not sure. But we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. Yeah, might have a few, because in the morning we're going to be meeting up, having some breakfast, having some brekkie, having some little arts and crafts session, making our signs, getting some signs up in place, getting some great slogans on the signs, because a great slogan, it imprints upon people's memory. So I thought of another great slogan was Labour equals establishment. Conservative equals establishment. Establishment equals the problem. How much more basic can you get it? Nice, simple, basic. Because we've got to stop people voting Labour. We've got to stop people voting establishment. We've got to stop it. We've got to wake the people up enough to make them think, Lib Labcon, don't be daft. I'd never vote for them ever again. We want other people thinking that. I know my viewers, and I know myself, and I know the people that are involved, and the awoke and the truth seekers would never vote Lib Labcon. They'd rather spoil the vote and write on what a load of bullshit, than vote Lib Labcon. Because that's what I did. When I had to vote in my local elections, I just give them my 2 cents, and then I put it back in the ballot box. So they've got to read it, the bastards. Yeah, good slogan. Yeah, cheers. We've got to think of more. Come up with any more you can. If you can think of a slogan, get it in the comments. Fire it over to us. You might see it wrote down on a piece of cardboard, jumping around in Manchester City Centre tomorrow. So, we've got to get some good slogans out there. We've got to get the message out there, because sleepy people, it's not like, I think I've said this before on the show. It's not particularly waking them up to everything and getting them on our side. It's a difficult task. What we need to also be able to focus on is to wake them up a little bit, to say, to put into their mind and to tell them that sit back, have a cup of tea, and let us deal with it. Don't come out and frigging me and chant racist and Nazi me like that, like they do. Sit back, have a cup of tea, and wait for this all to blow over. Let us real patriots who are willing to put in the time, the effort, and the research, let us sort this country out. That's all you need to do. Sit back, have a cup of tea, and let us deal with it. And the more people we can get to think that, it's going to be a lot easier to get them to think that than to join us. But if we can get a lot of people thinking, well, I just sit back, have a cup of tea, and wait for this all to blow over, they're not going to be in our way when we do make our moves. So, yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one. Like I said, sit back, have a cup of tea, and wait for it all to blow over. We will get this country sorted. We will fix it. We will solve the problem. And we will use the Constitution is the solution. We shall use our Magna Carta. We shall use our Bill of Rights that guarantees our inalienable right of free speech, free expression, and the right to choose who governs us. Everybody, people. We want to live like the common people. We want to do whatever common people do. I want to live under common law now. Common law for me and for you. Oh, God. Oh, it's a bit of a short today. Yay. So, what else? We want the musical. We want a Hive Mind musical. I've got some very, very musically talented friends. Very musically talented friends. But don't see me at the, what is it? West. Don't see me on the west side. Was it West? No. Westfield? No. On Broadway. Don't see me on Broadway. That'd be funny. So, back to the point. Back to the point. Waking up others. And like I said, it's not, you don't have to force feed them. You don't have to go, this is the right. You just have to get enough information over to them to make them stand down. Have a cup of tea and wait for it all to blow over. I think that's going to be one of our greatest decisions to make. If we stop trying to wake them up to everything that's happening, because Peniel, pizzas, you don't want to wake people up with that. People aren't ready for it. A lot of peoples can't handle the truth. Oh, boy, I've had a caffeine drink, so I'm a bit lively, I'm a bit wired. So don't worry about me. I'm all right. Yeah. It's not easy. Keep patient. Keep to facts. This, and your phone. It's a great tool. Great tool to use. You've got instant access to the facts. Instant access to the statistics. You've got instant access to YouTube videos that can easily maybe put your point across in a different way. Give them the link. I try to take a notepad and pen everywhere I go, so I can at least write something. Write down a quick freaking person to search for. Search for Dr. Corsi. Search for Dr. Corsi. There you go. How's that? Simples. Yeah, search for microwave receivers. Yeah. or yeah, because one or two videos to these people. And the great thing, one of the greatest things about YouTube is the autoplay. Is the auto playlist. If you put one thing on, if you put some Jerome Corsi on, you'll get another Jerome Corsi film after it, or you'll get a Brian Gerrish film after it, or you'll get something more awakening to come after it as well. And yeah, you can quite happily sit there for an hour and a half, happily watching YouTube documentary films, shows, getting people information broadcasts. Yeah, we're gonna have to start making up a word. There probably is a word for it, but there needs to be another word for it. You know, information broadcasts like this. This is not like a TV show. This is not like a thing. It's just a, I don't know. It needs a weird word for it. Marty, keep us safe from the radiation. Yep. Keep us safe from that radiation, because I'm not sure if anybody else gets this, but I get a high-pitched hum in my ears. And I know for a fact that's because of that. That's because of the phone. That's because of this. That's because of the Wi-Fi. It's because of the internet. I get this high-pitched every now and again, because it's not one of those that's always there. Like, I can't remember what it's called, the disease, which is probably being caused by Wi-Fi. But yeah, what is it? Iodine. I've got some. Got iodine. Masoned iodine from InfoWars, but it's bloody expensive for the shipping. Yeah. Tinnitus. Tinnitus. Yeah. But it's not that, because I'm not hearing it at the moment. But if I'm laying in bed on my phone, blasting about, or if I'm watching movies and stuff and doing stuff on here, occasionally I'll just go and make a really... I'll go and have a look. Because we have some tonic water here. So let's see in the ingredients if there's any iodine in it. Right. It's got sugar and citric acid. Trisodium citrate. Doesn't sound very nice to me. It's trisodium. Sweeteners. So it's got sucralose. Yeah. Sodium. No, it does not contain iodine. Wait, let's have a look, see if it's got any on here. No, but I do know that they used to put iodine in salt. And then they found out that it was making people brighter, and it was making people more intelligent. And it made salt quite a good thing to be eating. So they took it out. Probably replaced it with fluoride instead, or something, or chlorine or something. Another one of the nasty halogens. You ransom fee because of EU. The EU will go. The EU will fall. As everybody, as my witness, the EU will fall. I will not stop until the EU is completely and utterly destroyed. Because, oh my God, all you need to do is research it. Spend 20 freaking minutes researching it and you go, oh my God, I do not want this. Aspartame. It doesn't contain aspartame, but it did have sucralose and sodium saccharin as sweeteners, which don't sound very good to me. Don't sound good to me at all. So what have we got here? I have a friend with a large van. Nice to move large items for local. Oh. Okay. Anyone want a man with a van? Or a nose? Right. Okay. So, bring it back to point. Bring it back to point. Bring it back to point. How can we start to tackle cognitive dissonance? How can we start to tackle this wanton, blatant ignorance from everyone? So even if you show them the facts, show them the research, show them that Diet Coke is going to kill you, they'll still go to McDonald's and order a freaking Diet Coke. How can we teach? It's one of the hardest things to do, I'd say. I'd say it's one of the hardest things to do. We're not going into flat Earth, Paul. No. But it's one of the hardest things to do is to overcome the cognitive dissonance. It is, you know. So, like I said, we can try to turn the cognitive dissonance in our favor by making them ignore us. If you get what I'm saying, go away, have a cup of tea, and wait till it all blows over. That's sort of cognitive dissonance. Dissonance. One of those words. So, overcoming cognitive dissonance. Overcoming the fact that life's easy. Everything's given to you, handed to you on a nice little plate. And people are scared of losing it. That's what I think that's why a lot of people come out against us, or in the back of their mind, that's their main thing, is to try to protect what they already have, protect this easy life they've got. I think I've hit the nail on the head with that one, to be honest with you. I really do. I think that a lot of the cognitive dissonance, a lot of the sort of anti-populist movement and anti-us is because they've got such a nice, easy life at the moment. So happy, so nice, so easy, so free, that they don't want to lose it. They're scared of losing it. They're scared that, we're going to introduce a totalitarian regime. They're scared. The fear of loss. The fear of loss is strong in them. That has turned them to the dark side. Something dark side. But it's, this fear of loss, this fear of losing the easy life they've got, I think is one of the key components of their mentality. I believe that we are all equal, and the earth is a filter. Is the beginning. I don't think we're all equal. We are not all equal. IQ is a measure of inequality. Sorry to say that, but it's true. It's true. I'm not advocating euthanasia or anything like that, because that's where this inequality lead, or the inequality argument always seems to lead to euthanasia. I'm not looking to kill everybody. I'm not looking to kill them off. But I will admit the simple fact that we ain't equal. It's To look at the world through rose-tinted glasses is to see everybody on this planet as equal. We are all equal in the eyes of the law. No one is above the law. The law is the law, and that is all right. That's why I drink my distilled water. I'd have an air filter if I could. But, I can't afford one. Oh, well. Yeah. And the food I eat is from the local butchers. So that's good. Good meaty meat. Yeah. Right. So, as I was saying, they're blind to the world of the way that it is. They're blind to us being poisoned. They're blind to the water being poisoned, to dumb people down, to domesticate people. They're blind to the air being poisoned through chemtrails and fucking electromagnetic frequencies. They're blind to the food being poisoned, pumped full of aspartames, pumped full of pumped full of freaking palm oil and hydrogenated fats, pumped full of this crap to make you fat, stupid, lazy, and domesticated. They're blind to it. They have to be, or they're ignorant of it. They might know it's there, but don't believe it, or might know it's there and just, oh, I don't want to think about that. Oh, it's too scary. And they're blind to tyranny because we live in blatant tyranny. Fracking, we voted against it. There's fracking down the road. Tyranny. What was the other one? I stumbled across this one. Oh, cripes. What was it that shows blatant fascism? Blatant fascism. Oh, but it might come to me later, but we'll move on. There's blatant fascism. The EU is a blatantly fascist dictatorship. Blatantly. You need to look at it for 20 minutes. You will find it out. We are not all part of the experiment. Well, yeah. Don't get me started on human experimenting because it's rife. It's rife. Not only are they experimenting on us, our bodies, our beings, they're messing with our minds. They're messing with our souls. They are experimenting on us. Nasty, nasty, nasty pasties. But back to the sort of cognitive dissonance, back to the crux of the matter. Because we need to sort of tell them that the world is not going to end. Everything's not going to fall apart if we suddenly get into power. If we host the revolution and we take control. If we can take control back of this country, it is going to benefit them. It's going to be good for them. They will not be persecuted at all if they take the masks off. You know, we need to show them that the world, Britain will not stop turning, the world will not stop turning. Or Britain won't come to a standstill and crash and burn. It's not going to happen. It is going to happen if we don't do anything about it. This country is being stripped of its assets, being flooded with immigrants. It's being dismantled from the top down, bottom up, every direction that can possibly dismantled from. And they don't see it. And unless we show it to them, or unless we tell them it's happening, unless we prove it to them, they're not going to expect it. They're not going to accept it. And when the whole country comes crashing down, because it's going to, the financial system is going to crash. They have designed it this way, so it does crash. It takes us all by surprise, and we all turn against each other. That's the way they planned it, the way it's designed. And I believe it's happening end of this year, maybe start of next year. Yeah. So, we need to let them know that if we take control of this country, we're going to do it for the betterment of all British people. Every British person. You know, the whole system's, you know, the first financial crash was designed. They did it on purpose to bankrupt the country and bankrupt its people. So when the second financial crash happens, which it's going to, the government and the people and the taxpayers cannot afford to bail anything out. So boom, system crash. Whilst all the little rich elite beggars have already got all the nice assets, already got all the nice things, and already got the bunkers to go run away to, and armed guards to protect them. What's going to happen to the normal peoples? What do you think? We're going to fight amongst each other. We're going to fight amongst ourselves because give it 3 weeks, there won't be much food left. But hey, we need to wake the people up to these facts. Or the shift in demographics. Christ almighty. The shift in demographics. 20 years' time, there's going to be more of them than us. That's a scary, scary thought. They're going to have... You see it? The pooping on our constitution. Another Muslim mayor. No foreigner can hold a position of power or trust in this country. It's our constitution. They can't. And they're blatantly shitting on it. So, we've got to change things. We've got to wake the people up. We've got to tell them all. We've got to tell them, and not stop telling them until they say, okay, yes, you're right. Or, okay, I'll leave it to you. You know, you certainly know what you're on about. I'm going to go and have a cup of tea and leave it alone. Leave it to blow over. So, we're going to have some fun. Have some fun tomorrow. Because that's what it's all. That's what it's more about as well. We've got to have fun. We can't go around stomping around, frowny faces, because that won't attract people. That won't attract newcomers. That will turn people against us. We can't be like they had this frigging Britain First rally. Yeah, Britain First rally, and they were calling all the police officers' names and insulting the police officers and insulting people and chanting profanities. Pathetic. Absolutely disgusting. That's going to turn people off. People are going to see you as the lug-headed friggin' ingrates that don't know what they're talking about. That's what the media label us as. And if you go around stomping around like that, guess what? It's easy pickings for them to label us as the friggin' village idiots out on protest. Racist village idiots out on protest. That's the headline. You know? If we come at them with constructed, well thought through arguments, well constructed songs, chants, and things that are factual and evidence based, they have to turn the cameras off and they have to run away. Common law. And yes, it's not about skin colour. Doesn't matter at all what colour skin you are. You could have blue skin for all I care. As long as you have 10 generations of family in this country, you're fine to hold office. I've not even checked my family tree. I might not be eligible for office. But hey, if I'm not, I'm not. I'm not eligible for office. Oh well, I'll have to find something else to do. But yeah, 10 generations to beat the foreign out of them, to make them truly British. It takes 10 generations. It does, and we're talking about our forefathers who've studied this and who looked into this and how long it's going to take to become properly ingrained into British culture, like you're part of the pub furniture. So, I'm going to start bringing this to an end now. So, thank you all for watching. Yeah. Right, no. We've got a little bit longer. So, Parliament is corrupt. Yeah. Hey, Parliament is not corrupt. The people in Parliament are corrupt. The people running Parliament are corrupt. The civil servants in the background of Parliament are corrupt. Not the actual concept of Parliament. We can make it better. Yes, we can start again. That is what our Constitution says. It's what our Constitution does. We start again. Clean slate. Totally clean slate. No need to blow up any bloody buildings or anything. Just tell them, go away. This is Magna Carta, and it says, go away. So, off you pop. Let's do this. Let's do this properly. But I think to get to that stage, we need a proper monarch, which the Magna Carta also can give us. So, that's why my sign says the Constitution is the solution. Because if I can promote that to more people, get more constitutional awareness out there, the better. If I can show people blatantly, there you go. If you follow us and follow the Constitution, we get our country back. End of. Stand with us. Stand under the Constitution. Stand under common law. We will win. So, yep, thank you very much for everybody for watching. That was a very profound, very powerful little speech I did at the end there. I think I'm going to end it upon that. So, what's the time at? Oh, almost an hour. Ooh, can we give it four more minutes till we get to an hour? Yeah. So, like I said, we're going to be moving in Manchester tomorrow. I don't know. I might try and work out the difference between the FLA and the DLFLA tomorrow. See what's going on. See what the qualms are. See what the stat and the other is. So I might be able to report a bit on that. I might do a couple of live streams. I don't know. See if anything really catches my eye. But I will be recording everything. Getting it down. Recording little questions, little interviews. Talking to other people. Just, yeah, generally having conversations with people. Talking about things and stuff. So that's happening tomorrow. Great stuff. You know. I'm going to start telling everybody about the 23rd of June as well, because everybody's there tomorrow. There's no reason they can't be there for the 23rd as well, and that will percolate and permeate and more people. Because here up north, we've got Manchester, we've got Liverpool, we've got Leeds, we've got York. All of these towns need boots on the street, feet on the street on the 23rd of June, making our demand. Because the time for waving our signs around and telling the government we're annoyed is rapidly drawing to an end. The time to start making demands to our government is rapidly approaching. We make demands. You do this or else. It's the only way. It is the only way that they will react. It is the only way that we can get them to listen to us. It is the only way to change this country. We've got to start at the top. Bottom-up revolution, us working class patriots standing together against tyranny. From the bottom to the top. We're at the bottom. We're going straight for the top. Chop the head. Yep. Chop the head off the snake. Or chop the head off the reptilian. Bit of conspiracy there. Chop the head off the reptilians and then take our country back. No force. No force needed. No violence. No violence needed. However, the threat of violence might have to be used. So, upon that note, I thank you all very much for watching. Got a bit deep at the end there, but hey, it's all good. Thank you all very much for watching. Thank you all very much for sharing, getting involved, joining in. Great comments on both. And yeah, have a good weekend, y'all. Have a very good weekend. If you can make it up to Manchester, make it. Come and join us. Come and join us. We're gonna have some fun. And If you can't, that's fine. It's fine. Get to a different rally. Get to somewhere else. Do something yourself. Maybe even just watch the live streams and